how would passing these bills resolve these issues?
Right, I think that's a great question, Senator Zaffirini, and I'm glad you asked it. We certainly believe that businesses should be able to make their own decisions on these issues. At the same time, we're also showing that these incidents do happen. When we saw what happened in the city of Houston, which was a local government implementing a policy that would have allowed men into women's restrooms, that would have directly affected businesses and would have had incidents like this happen. On the flip side, again, yes, businesses can have those options, but the problem with local governments implementing these policies would increase those instances happening. And also, I think we need to look at the broad issue as a whole of the fact that, from what I understand, Senator Nicole is also addressing the fact that these policies have been pushed through in our local school districts as well. So that's why we've submitted these examples.
But I still don't see how that relates to these two bills.
So again, when you have the city of Houston that would have implemented policies that would have forced businesses to allow that to happen, that's where this relates. And also understanding the issue as a whole, where people will take advantage of policies that will allow men into women's restrooms and intimate facilities.
But these bills don't impact private businesses. That's what I'm trying to understand, why this list was submitted. In fact, it's the second time we've seen it today, and how the issues defined herein would be resolved by these particular bills. They might be resolved by other legislation, but not by these two particular bills.
Right, and again, I think one, it's showing how the issue of the whole has been happening in the state of Texas.
Right, but that's my point. That's the issue as a whole, not these two.
Well, and if you don't mind, it impacts the issue as a whole. But again, you can't forget what happened in Houston, where policies like what the mayor of Houston wanted would have forced businesses to allow incidents like this to happen. It would have forced women to be put in these situations.
But not by these two bills.
This bill would stop, from my understanding, would stop local governments from implementing these what are called SOGI ordinances.
Senator Colkhorst, with it?
Yeah, I would like to, Madam Chair, if I could.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, I think in looking at this, and certainly Senator Zaffirini, this bill does not apply to private businesses, but I do think, especially in the target examples, which we have seen, is, for my research, the most repetitive place that I have seen violations of voyeurisms or these kinds of actions being taken is a policy that allows this openness of having men and women's restrooms not being separated or dressing rooms. And that, as I referred to maybe in my opening remarks, I would say cisgenders many times that would go into and take advantage of that. I know my constituent in Katy was not in a Target, but asked in another retail store, and went and said, there's a man in the dressing room. He's walking up and down the women's restrooms, the dressing rooms, and he's peeping over the top. And they said, well, we have been sued about a transgender policy, and so now we allow men in the women's dressing rooms. Now, given that this doesn't go straight at businesses, right, I do want to say that, and I cited this with Dr. Schwertner earlier, I passed a bill that back when in 2011 said that you could not voluntarily deliver a baby before the 39th week. It only applied to Medicaid. It only applied to Medicaid. But guess what? All of the private insurances also started to adopt that policy. So many times when we have standards in government settings, it is also followed by many of our private entities. A private business can do as they want, but I want to say that Target, as an example, 8 losing quarters in a row since they adopted their policy of not separating men and women in dressing rooms, and then the examples of men violating women, taking advantage of it, is what